Breaking news tonight, 35 people are charged in a massive Medicare scam, accused of submitting more than $2 billion in false claims for bogus genetic tests.
All paid for by your tax dollars. It's a scheme CBS 2 investigator Pam Zeckman has been tracking locally for months.
Oh, here's molecular. It shows on the back. Yeah, here.
It just sounded like fun and it was free.
There were no results.
No, there's nothing here.
Marge Lyons and her friend Florence McCauley went to a health fair in Oak Forest last year, like this one, and signed up for genetic testing.
We thought they were legitimate, that this was something that could benefit me.
The company they signed up with was TrueMed Test, which has also marketed its services online and to nursing homes. This year, I went undercover at the Oak Forest Fair and found a different genetic testing company using a similar pitch for screening whether you have a gene mutation that links to cancer or adverse reactions to certain prescription drugs. 3 weeks later, we went to another fair in Skokie. A different company used the same pitch.
It's at no cost for those who qualify.
But here's the rub. Medicare regulations require that genetic tests must be medically necessary and ordered by a patient's treating doctor in order for Medicare to cover them. Coverage that costs taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
Are you a doctor? I am a doctor.
That doesn't cut it under the federal regs. And yet, there are many companies offering these tests with an on-site cheek swab, billing Medicare thousands of dollars without the approval of the patient's treating physician. Travis Trumich is with the Medicare watchdog group called Age Options.
Medicare is losing millions of dollars potentially with this scam. It's a huge problem. It's a huge nationwide problem.
Records we obtained under the Freedom of Information Act show that in 2018, Medicare paid more than $260 million for genetic testing. And now, both Medicare and the FDA have issued fraud alerts for this scam.
This is brand new, so we're trying to get ahead of it right now.
Here's how it works. Clients like Florence and Marge have to provide their Medicare information and health history to get the testing. Then their swab is sent to a lab that bills Medicare, and the results are supposed to be sent to the patient or their doctor. But it turns out it wasn't exactly free.
Medicare got billed and they paid thousands of dollars between both of us. And neither one of us got any results.
Did a doctor who's treating you order the test?
No.
Were the tests in some way medically necessary?
My doctor had nothing to do with this.
Do you feel like you were used to accomplish a fraud?
Certainly sounds that way.
I think that it's a scam. That's what I think it is.
TrueMed Test lists this home in Grand Rapids, Michigan as its principal office. We went there to get some answers. The owner, Eric Winland, didn't answer the door here or at the home where this woman confirmed he lives.
He travels all the time, so he's hardly ever here.
All right.
But I can have him give you a call.
He didn't. Instead, a TrueMed spokeswoman said it's a marketing firm for the laboratories and the labs are responsible for sending out test results. No comment on whether TrueMed is violating Medicare regulations. Records show Winland has violated federal regulations before. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to defrauding the Department of Housing and Urban Development by falsifying loan documents for unqualified applicants. He was sentenced to 42 months in prison.
I'm shocked.
I'm flabbergasted. I just can't believe it.
Sue and Robert Hall say they also can't believe what Medicare paid after Winland talked them into signing up for genetic testing last year.
$20,000. Never in a million years did I think they were going to charge such an exorbitant amount.
Their lab bills were paid even though records show the ordering doctor is a nurse.
And it's supposed to be a treating doctor. The workers who are approving these things, are they not trained to spot this?
After constant calls, the Halls finally got their lab results from two different companies.
Did you understand the reports?
Nope. And had no idea.
So we asked this expert in genetic testing linked to prescription drug reactions to review the reports.
This is like the Wild West, where a number of companies have sprung up very rapidly that are claiming to be able to do this for far too many medications right now than have evidence, like the reports that you have in hand.
What's the risk
The risk is they might go stop a medicine when perhaps that medication is working really well.
And this certified genetics counselor found serious problems when she reviewed Hall's lab reports on genetic mutations linked to diseases.
Only 3 out of the 12 genes that they have associated with pancreatic cancer are actually associated with pancreatic cancer.
And
they're missing close to a dozen genes that are associated with pancreatic cancer.
For other diseases, she found similar errors in the reports.
I would consider them useless for a patient.
We're worried about Medicare always, that they're going to run out of money.
That's right. For the things that people really need.
After our interview, Marge decided to call Medicare to report they never got the test results Medicare paid for.
Welcome to Medicare. We're currently experiencing longer than normal hold times. In a few words, briefly tell me the reason for your call.
I'm reporting what I think is a scam.
Thank you. Your response will help us make future improvements to our automated system.
But first, they needed her birth date, so she gave it.
I didn't get that.
November 20th.
So she gave it again.
I didn't catch that.
What the heck is wrong with you?
Okay, let's continue.
Now
Your estimated wait time is 10 minutes.
10 minutes? All right, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
After our inquiries, Marge and Florence finally got their test results, but don't understand them. The labs did not answer our questions about their marketing and testing methods. The labs and TrueMed and their owners were not among the 35 people charged in the billion-dollar genetic testing fraud indictments announced today. The feds say their investigation continues. But Brad and Erica, the real question here is, why doesn't Medicare get this fraud before it reaches millions and billions of dollars that we're never going to recoup?